Hi Aries, welcome to Queen Cup Tarot. Please like, share, subscribe if you are new. If you are returning, thank you for all the support thus far. You guys have been amazing. Honestly, it's been a bit crazy. I can't believe we're already over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you. I'm going to get the super chats going. As promised, I want to have some really amazing conversations just about a bunch of stuff, as I mentioned in my video on why I even made this page. You know, I want to have discussions that might be a little bit hard to have in your network if you feel you're not, not everybody is on the frequency that you're in, or interested, or maybe might be a little bit skeptical of some of the theories or some of the spiritual trials, tribulations, thoughts, developments, anything like that you're going through. So I want to get these conversations going, and I will soon, promise. To those that have reached out to me for a personal reading, I love you guys. For those that I have done a reading for, please make sure you stay in touch. Also, to those that I haven't got back to yet, please be patient. I am going in the order that I got them. So, just be patient. I'll reach out to you, and who knows, it'll be in God's time when we connect, okay? But definitely know that I will reach out to you. I don't play with that. Anyway, okay, so yes, be patient. I feel like I'm asking for a lot of patience, but I'm giving you guys love in return, so thank you. I'm going to do your general readings right now. They're going to be a little bit shorter, just because I'm going to have your August love reading in a couple days, and I just don't want to come off too redundant in any way because the energies, they're going to pick up on that. So this is your, I'm shuffling now for your July 2018 general reading. That's family, friends, career, personal development, anything really. Very general. This is a general reading for the general public, the general Aries public. So yeah, if it doesn't resonate, bear with me. I'll have your love readings. Maybe that will resonate more, but not all messages are for you. When they are, they are. But I do believe that if you were inclined to tune in, it was for a reason. So yeah, I'm going to get into it here. Spirit, please join me in doing a spread, a 10-card spread here for my Aries general reading for July 2018. Any messages, guidance that you can provide at this time is always welcome. Thank you for your love and support as always. Guys, I'm burning frankincense here for you. This is the best frankincense in the country. I mean, I know that's a broad statement, but it's better than the stuff at the Vatican. I mean, at the churches here. Comes straight from Somalia. Well, goes from Somalia to Ethiopia and then here. So it's very good. I don't know if you guys are familiar with frankincense, but that's what it looks like. It's a resin that burns a beautiful scent, but it's also an antiseptic, so I use it to clear a room. You can also eat and smoke it, but definitely don't eat and smoke it without doing your research because only certain pieces need to be eaten and smoked. Okay. So I'm burning some here for you guys for your reading to clean out the room, make sure the energies stay clean and the messages are as clear and uninterrupted by negative energy as possible. Okay. All right, guys. Overall energy, bottom of the deck, is the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay. I don't want to speculate as to what this is other than fire energy. Okay, guys? We're also in a fire month right now. But yeah, this is fire energy being the overall energy of your reading. Okay. Lots of messages, Aries. Yeah, I'm going to do your love reading soon because I see that it will, that it's connected here. Okay. I'm going to warn you guys, there is love messages here. I just did the Sagittarius reading, and it was very like work, career, family, households, where it's a mixture. I don't want to manipulate the messages to seem more general just because it's a general reading, okay? All right, so Aries, July 2018 general reading. Usually this row is kind of indicative of the energies leaving the previous month, but since we're doing this reading in July here, this is going to be the energies, the reflective energies, the dominating energies for the month, and then the energies leaving the month going into August, okay? I'm seeing here I have the Empress, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Cups in reverse. So it seems like some of you might have been reminiscing over a previous love offer. Maybe a love offer that wasn't accepted. Maybe a love offer that didn't work out. This love offer could be a Cancer. It could be somebody younger than you, but that doesn't have to be descriptive of this person. It does look like this person was offering something, or they were either offering you something you didn't want that you had to walk away from that hurt you. They were either, whatever they offered didn't actually come to fruition. That could have hurt you. What you heard about someone doesn't necessarily have to be a significant other. It could be about a friend. It could have been about a family member. But you do get a message that does, you did get some information that did affect you, your motherhood. So it could have been a message about your children. So if this isn't a love and relationship situation, or even a friend or family member, it could be directly your child. But some of you might have gotten some news in the earlier part of July about a child that caused you a bit of pain. But with the Five of Cups, it is also a bit of a reflective card. So I feel like maybe the information you got had you looking in the past a little bit, feeling a little bit sad about some spilt milk. For some of you, I see that some of you are either taking advantage of the generosity of someone, possibly an air sign, or you are being your financial money. Maybe you're letting people stay at your house. Maybe you're giving too much money away. Maybe you're paying for too many things. Maybe you're paying too much in a household than somebody else. But with the Knight of Wands in reverse and the King of Swords, I see a more immature energy being taken advantage of, or even possibly being the person trying to take advantage. Now, if it's you trying to take advantage, it's not going to work, because the person you're trying to take advantage of has already seen this game. And yeah, that won't play out well. But what I'm more seeing possibly is that some of my Aries have been too generous with either money, household. Yeah, so, okay. Because anytime I have a king and queen of the same suit show up in a reading, especially with this few cards, it always seems to be a partnership. This could be a business partnership. This could be a relationship partnership. This could be a friendship. No, sorry. I'm lying. This is a relationship, a soulmate connection, if I'm being honest. Anytime I get the two suits, king and queen in the same suit in a reading, I see a soulmate. And if I were to look at the reading that way, I see that this imbalance in the relationship is going to cause an argument, some horrible things to be said to one another, and then a breakup. For those of you that are in a relationship and feel that you're being too generous, and that necessarily doesn't have to be money. It could, with it being directly under the Page of Cups, it could also be being too generous with your feelings. Possibly a business partner, or, and I am going to say business partner because of how pragmatic the sword suits are, but regardless of the partnership, there is an imbalance. Someone's being overly generous, either of their time, you know, either of their emotions, their time, their money. That imbalance is going to cause someone to be quite angry and resentful and say some very hurtful things. This energy is very cold. This is the only time you don't want to see this energy necessarily in a relationship unless it's you doing this, being this, laying down the law, standing for what you believe in, and being emotionless and fearless in doing it. But when you've got a partnership like this energy can be dangerous because it's cold. And this energy is directly below the Five of Cups here. And the Five of Cups shows that this, to me, that this pain, this imbalance is an imbalance that you felt before. Some of you, if it is a career situation, this imbalance, whether it's in your department, whether it's in between if you're an assistant and you're working for a boss, regardless, this imbalance has happened before. This overgenerosity that you put out, you've done it before, and it leaves you feeling taken advantage of. And then you become cold, and you become angry, possibly, as well as, you know, it becomes a volatile situation, but then it becomes a situation that doesn't work, has no vitality. So, but this is reoccurring, because when I see the Five of Cups, this is something you've cried about before. And then with the Five of Swords directly underneath it again, with the Queen of Swords here, which I really believe the Empress and the Queen of Swords here being you, regardless if you're male or female. It's a repetition. It's a repetition. And with the Nine of Wands in reverse here, this is like feeling like you can never make it far enough. Like you're feeling you're hopeful because you see the potential, but that's the only thing keeping you at this point. Whether it's a job with a person, it's that bit of potential. You need to decide if that potential is worth this, and is worth dealing with this cold energy. You know. I do see a bit of deceit, cheating, or possibly lying, especially, you know, so close to the Five of Swords here. Okay. I'm going to get some clarifications here as well. This is my clarifier deck here. All the cards in this deck are upright. I want my clarifications to be the most positive messages. Please, Spirit, let's give some clarification here. Please clarify this Knight of Wands in reverse. Why is this Knight of Wands in reverse here, next to my Queen of Swords, after my Page of Cups? Why is he there? Oh. Guys, can't make this shit up. And by the way, this is a reason why I show the cards. Okay? I literally pulled the Queen of Swords on top of the Queen of Swords. That was the first card that came out. It's a very strong message. Some of you have turned cold yourself. The Queen of Swords survived the entire sword suit, and that's not an easy fate. That's also why the King of Swords is so cold. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's pretty profound. And then I've got another page of Pentacles here, along with my page of Cups. So I see that some of you are still waiting, for a situation, whether it is a business partnership or, an office situation, or even a relationship, because I am seeing a direct relationship, like I said, with the Queen and King both being here. I see that you guys are waiting. You guys have hope that the opportunity, that the relationship, that the partnership, that the project will turn around. A lot of you see potential in it and are just not willing to walk away yet. And if, yeah. Okay, so I pulled the Queen of Wands, the Lover's card, the Four of Pentacles, and at the bottom, the last card being the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. First of all, this is definitely, there's a lot of fire energy here. I've got at least 4 fire cards. The Empress as well. I know the Emperor is Aries, but, they're so similar. Especially with this Queen of Wands, I feel like it's reconfirming my Empress here. And that can be androgynous. It's the energy. That fiery ownership, mothering energy. Now, the 4, because I have the 6, I see that this generous, whoever is being overly generous, is going to suffer. So if it's you, Aries, being overly generous, whether it's with your emotions or with your actual cash, I see that depleting you, because in a reading, you never want to go down the pentacles. Out of all the signs, out of all the cards, this is the one that you don't want to go down in succession. You were at a generous point. You had enough that you could be generous, but that over generosity that you knew was being taken advantage of, that you've cried about and complained about many times before, yeah, it depletes you and puts you in a place where you're no longer able to be generous. So it's one thing to do things for people and help people, but if it puts you in a situation where you have to turn around and be like, well, I fucking helped you and that's why I'm dead, it wasn't worth it. It's best you help yourself. Like on the airplane when they tell you, you got to put your oxygen mask on before you put your kid's oxygen mask on. That's hard for people to understand. If you put the kid's mask on before yours, you'll pass out before you get the kid's mask on. The kid and you will die, and it's a wrap. That's what they explain in the video. Take a flight. Anyway. And then here, And I have the Hangman as well. Wow. The King was right there waiting to be picked. So I've got the King of Swords twice, and I've got the Queen of Swords twice. This is definitely a soulmate connection. Sorry for those that were looking for non-relationship based stuff. Take of it how it applies to you. But I see a lot of you not making a decision between this relationship that you've cried multiple times over about the same trespasses against you. And a lot of you even realize that with this in reverse, there isn't really any future. But with, where'd it go? But with this Two of Swords in reverse, that's somebody not making a decision. Or possibly making it and deciding that it has no future and it needs to move on. But I see for a lot of you that you will be struggling with making this choice. The choice that you already know what these two swords have carved into them with regards to option. You already know what's on it. It's just a matter of what you decide you want to do. But I do see two very cold people. Now, if this is a business partnership, that dynamic might actually work. But you need to be careful that lines aren't crossed, which it looks like in this business or relationship they have already been before. Because you can't have the Five of Cups unless something already happened. And then with this showing up again, it looks like this happens again. So I know I explained it like a relationship, but see how that applies to work, because I can draw synchronicities from that for work. Or even a friend, a relationship. It's that overall energy of being overly generous to someone who has hurt you, somebody you've cried about before. Whether it is, a friend, a family member, a significant other. But that over generosity depletes you and ends up having you in a state of not being able to be generous anymore, and then it puts you in a state of needing to decide. But whether you make that decision or not, I really don't know. But I see a choice again. So with the Two of Swords and the Lovers, this can also represent a Gemini, but really the Lovers card, outside of it denotingly being about lovers, it's also about choices. Making a decision. A choice. Sorry, not choices. A choice. Making a choice. Very similarly to this. So I think it's time for you guys to make a choice. Because yes, you guys right now are this, but you're really supposed to be this. And this is androgynous, man or woman watching. This is being the mother or father, doing your instincts, being your instincts, the provider, the leader, the fiery energy, who's spiritual, who's driven, who can lead their own family into salvation. But this cold energy isn't you. This is you now because of what happened. Whatever made you this way. This is not who you are. This is nature. This is nurture, not nature. This is nature. This is who you are, whether male or female. This is who you are. But what it looks like is you've now become this person. You are now reflecting your partner, whether it is a business relationship, maybe it's the company you work for, maybe you're doing a job and it has you doing things a little bit outside of your moral compass and you're feeling a bit dead inside, and it's because you're morphing to this energy, because this is really who you are. You're fiery, you're hot, you're alive. You are not cold and aloof and kind of dangerous. Not in this way. You guys are fire signs. There's nothing cold about you. So stop acting like he. All right. Okay, guys. That's your general reading. I'm gonna wrap it up right now because I'm gonna do your love reading for August in a couple of days. So I don't want to have hours of content out there narcissistically. So I'm going to wrap up your general readings. Please like, share, subscribe, leave your comments, your feedback, all that good stuff, your questions in the comments. I do personal readings for free. I've gotten probably like 600 requests. It's been absolutely ridiculous. And I'm literally going in order, first come, first serve. So feel free to reach out. I'm not advertising it right now only because I want to get through what I have, and then I'll let you guys know when I'll start doing the private readings again. But for now, I need to just put a stop on it. If you've already reached out to me, just be patient. I will get to you and I will give you your reading. And if you already did get a reading from me, I love you guys. Make sure you stay in touch with me, and I hope you guys are doing well. All right. Love, light, all that good shit, and let your inner angels live. Okay.